Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're talking about Lagoon City condos and navigating the 2026 and 2027 waste and recycling changes. This is a situation that has major financial and logistical impacts for multi-unit properties. The rules of the game are shifting rapidly, so our goal today is to quickly break down exactly what's changing, who is affected, and most importantly, how you can protect your building's vital waste subsidies. So I really have to ask, is your condo actually ready for the new waste rules? Because this is the $1,000,000, or at least the multi-thousand-dollar question. Back on January 1st, 2026, recycling in Simcoe County and Ramara completely fundamentally transitioned. It shifted to a model called producer responsibility, which is managed by Circular Materials and collected by Mterra. Now, if you're living in a standard detached house, practically nothing changed operationally for you. But for condominiums, the rules are completely different. You absolutely cannot assume the rules for a standard house apply to your condo. Okay, let's dive into this distinction because it dictates your entire service. Ontario now categorizes buildings strictly by unit count and collection style. Townhouse-style condos with 5 or fewer units are treated just like regular residences, meaning they get the standard curbside recycling carts through Circular Materials. But if your building has 6 or more residential units using communal or private waste collection, the province suddenly categorizes you as a multi-residential facility. And that specific categorization is exactly where a massive service gap currently exists. Timing is everything here, so let's trace how this builds. If your 6+ unit property already received municipal recycling collection before 2026, your service generally transitioned over smoothly. But what if you didn't? Ontario originally planned to expand Blue Box collection to unserved multi-residential buildings in 2026. However, they ended up deferring that expansion all the way until 2031. That leaves previously unserved condo buildings entirely on their own during this 5-year gap. You basically have 2 choices: arrange private recycling collection, or if you're eligible, get a county recycling pass. This pass lets your property drop off materials at waste facilities without having to pay the hefty standard drop-off charge of $200 per ton. Now, let's talk numbers, specifically $430,000. This represents the approximate annual countywide recycling subsidy that Simcoe County has provided to multi-residential properties that use private waste contractors. And here is the hard fact we need to face. Simcoe County is completely eliminating the recycling portion of that subsidy starting in January 2027. If your Lagoon City condo currently relies on this financial support to offset your private collection costs, that funding is literally disappearing in a matter of months. So here is the absolute crucial takeaway. While the recycling subsidy is ending in 2027, the county is actually continuing its garbage subsidy. But there is a massive catch. To qualify and actually keep that remaining garbage subsidy, your condo property must strictly demonstrate that it participates in both recycling and organics diversion. There's no halfway here. If you don't prove you're diverting both, you lose the garbage subsidy too, and your condo corporation would be hit with significantly higher net waste costs. You might be wondering why the county is pushing so hard for organics diversion in the first place. Well, during a Simcoe County pilot program for multi-residential buildings, they discovered that a staggering 54% of the garbage was actually organic material. That is more than half. And even better, the contamination rate, meaning non-organic trash accidentally mixed into the green bins, was incredibly low, just 1.4%. This proves there's immense potential to divert waste from landfills, provided condos just have the right systems in place. To help buildings actually meet this new requirement, Simcoe County approved a voluntary organics program specifically for multi-residential buildings. It's a simple 3-step process. First, the condo or property manager must apply. Individual condo owners can't just sign up their unit independently. Second, once approved, participating buildings receive an in-unit kitchen catcher for every single unit. And third, the building gets communal green cards with weekly county organics collection. The property manager just has to maintain the communal area, keep the signage clear, and wheel those carts out to the curb. So, what's your next move? Here is a highly actionable checklist. If you're a condo owner, you need to take this straight to your board or property manager. Ask them these 4 specific questions. Number 1, are we using Mterra and Circular Materials, or do we privately contract our recycling? 2, did this property receive municipal recycling before January 1st, 2026? 3, are we officially enrolled in Simcoe County's multi-residential organics program? And 4, does our corporation receive the county waste subsidy? And exactly what will the 2027 recycling subsidy elimination cost us? Nailing down answers to those 4 questions will perfectly map out your building's financial and logistical readiness. Look, the county's position is simply that producers, not local taxpayers, should ultimately pay for residential recycling costs. But regardless of the policy's intent, the immediate financial burden is going to fall squarely on unprepared properties. So I'll leave you with this final, urgent thought. Have you asked your board about the 2027 changes yet? Please don't wait until the subsidies vanish and the budget spikes. Take this information, start the conversation today, and ensure your Lagoon City condo is ready for the future.